Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick video on the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus that were just announced alongside the iPhone X. Now, I know a lot of love is going towards the iPhone X and a lot of people are going to overlook the 8 because it's so similar to the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. So, my question to you is, will you be getting the 8, 8 Plus, or will you be getting the X? And in order to help you make that decision, I'm going to highlight some of the main differences between the 7 and the 8, which really are, it's not that many, it seems. Okay. Let's get started.
iPhone 8. This is a huge step forward for iPhone.
The design is all new. It has glass in both the front and the back. The aluminum band beautifully matches the finish of each iPhone 8. It comes in silver, space gray, and a beautiful new gold finish.
Now right off the bat, I can tell you that the iPhone 8 Plus and the 8 look very, very similar to the 7 and the 7 Plus. Now, it's a little shinier because it's glass on the back because that allows for NFC charging, which would be one of the main key differences between the 8 and the 7. The 8 Plus also has a slightly better camera with what they call deeper pixels.
It is deeper pixels.
Huh?
Deeper pixels.
What?
That's a lot of magnets moving around in a very small space.
But it seems to be that the main difference is that 4K in 60 FPS recording is now available on the 8, and if you don't know what that means, then you probably don't care about that spec, but it just means that your video quality will be that much smoother and a little bit better compared to the 7 and the 7 Plus. There is also this really cool portrait mode that you can do now where you can adjust the lighting on the face specifically after you've taken the picture, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that feature, to be honest, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth the money. Additionally, you'll find that the 8 Plus and the 8 have Bluetooth 5.0, which means that you can stream to multiple devices at the same time, along with less lag and slightly better audio quality. At least that's what I've heard. And lastly, and most importantly, I'd say the biggest difference is the processor speed on the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus. It's supposed to be Apple's new A11 Bionic processor, which is supposed to be a lot faster than the last generation, so that's kind of something. Not that the last generation was a slouch by any means, it was greatly outperforming many other devices on the market. So that's something to keep in mind. And I think that's kind of it. Oh yeah, the starting storage capacity is now different. Now you can get an iPhone 8 that starts with 64 gigs versus the previous starting of 32 gigs. An interesting fact about that they didn't really announce is that when the iPhone 7 Jet Black and Red came out, they were only available in 128 and 256 gig variants. But now they kind of bumped those down to 32. And if you want to get 64, your only choice is to get the iPhone 8. Apple. So there's that. So yeah, in summary, if you have an iPhone 6 or a 6S or anything older, then yeah, I think you can upgrade to the iPhone 8 without much remorse. But if you have something like the iPhone 7, going to the 8 is kind of hard to justify. I mean, the only main differences are NFC charging, slightly faster processor. It has that new portrait thingy. Augmented reality is a thing, but who really uses that stuff? And I think Bluetooth 5 would be the last biggest noticeable difference between the 7 and the 8. Something to take into consideration when weighing your options if you're going to put out the money to get the new iPhone 8. So let me know in the comment section below, will you be getting the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, or are you waiting out for the iPhone X, aka the iPhone 10, which is the actual name for this thing? Personally, I don't know, I'm kind of not that excited about the X. I know as a tech YouTuber, it's my responsibility to get the latest and greatest tech, but it's not that exciting. I don't need to use my face to make a poop emoji or a smiley face or a monkey emoji talk with my facial expressions. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Will you be getting the 8, 8 Plus, or the X, or are you going to stick with what you have right now, or maybe switch over to Android? And hopefully you guys enjoyed this slightly different format. It's kind of different being in front of the camera instead of just seeing these beautifully fat, hairy hands of mine that you see in all my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.